sorry. Should I go away and come back later?
You've come about the tempo specs.
Well, I can wait at the house.
No, really. We're finished. It's quite all right. Go ahead.
They're not at the house anyway. They're at corporate headquarters.
Are they ready?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure they are by now. Listen, why don't I deliver them? Anywhere you say.
Oh, yeah, I'll fine. I'm having lunch with Jackson Montgomery. If you could drop in by his office by noon.
Sure, that's no problem. And I'm sorry for the delay.
Oh, it's okay.
Dixie,
Goodbye, Craig.
Bye.
Oh, you know, you have a beautiful garden this year, Dixie.
Thank you, Brooke.
Well, have a nice day.
Brooke, can you just wait a minute?
Sure.
It's about Craig. The other day you were having lunch with him at the Valley Inn, and I saw you. And you were talking about Ted.
Dixie.
I just wanted you to know that it makes me extremely uncomfortable.
Well, what would you like me to do about it?
Nothing. I just want you to know.
All right. Consider me informed.
Brooke, why do you have to hold on so tightly? Why does he have to be so important to you? You have your son. You have Jack. Isn't that enough?
You know, you are doing us both a great disservice. I have never denied, and I never will deny, that Tad was very important to me. He was a very significant man in my life, but you were the woman that he's always loved. I accept that. Why can't you? I don't know why you use it as an excuse to make yourself miserable.
Why can't you just let go?
Look, Dixie, I don't know what it takes to get through to you. I'm not the enemy. I'm not competing with you for anything. Least of all, Tad's memory. I mean, would you like to know what Craig and I talked about the other day at lunch? We talked about you.
Really? What did you say about me?
Among other things, I mentioned that you looked very happy when you were dancing with him at Trevor's wedding, and I thought it was nice. I thought it was nice because it looked like you were ready to get on with your life. But I guess I was wrong.
Ready to get on with my life. Because I was dancing with a man at a wedding? That's a pretty shallow observation for somebody as intelligent as you, isn't it?
Did I hit a sore spot?
Everybody thinks that you're so smart, that you're always right about everything all the time.
But you don't think so?
No, I don't. There's only one thing that you're right about, and that is that Tad loved me. He was mine, Brooke. Why don't you just let him rest in peace?
Dixie, honestly, I was just trying to help.
Well, I don't need your kind of help, thank you.
Well, actually, I think the message Livia was trying to impart was that these kids these days grow up so damn fast that... poor Livia.
When Jamie becomes a teenager, we will still love each other. And we will lie under trees and we will have long, soulful conversations. And he will ask my advice. And he will listen to me.
Just like you did with your mother, I presume.
Well, I was different.
Yes, so I've heard.
Listen, as far as I consider it, I think that all the important female role models in my life did everything wrong so that I would learn how to do everything right. I mean, I figured they were the ideal role models not to follow.
I see. Well, I certainly wish I'd known you then.
That would have been very interesting.
Oh, yes.
I wonder if I would have looked at you.
I think you would have looked at me.
I think I would have, too.
Good.
More than one. Oh, I bet you were a swashbuckler when you were Terrence's age.
Well, I did buckle a little swash. But as a matter of fact, I don't think Hurricane Hugo cut a path through Charleston the size I did.
Oh, yeah? The terror of South Carolina, were you?
Well, now, there was a rumor that mothers used to lock their daughters up when I came home from school.
Listen, mothers are going to love my son. And young girls will trust and respect him. You laugh?
Yes,
Why are you laughing?
Well, I'll laugh right up until the time he has to borrow my car.
You plan to be around?
I certainly hope so.
What is that?
Well, what it is the intercom there, because there isn't one put into this phone yet. I'll get all these bugs worked out in a minute. Yes, Terry. Is that right? Sure, go ahead and just... Sure. Thanks. Bye-bye. You have a visitor.
I do?
Yeah.
Oh,
Hello.
hi, Craig.
I brought him in person. There you are.
Thank you.
Your specs. I'm sorry you had to waste that time coming by the house.
Oh, no, that was no problem.
All right, if you have any questions, my number's inside the jacket there. All right, nice to see you both again,
you.
Jack. Yeah.
Craig, could I talk to you for a minute? Would you mind, Jack?
No, I need to go over some things with Livia before we go to lunch. Nice to see you again. Take care.
Yeah, good to see you.
I won't keep you for long. Listen, this afternoon, Opal, when she told me you were down at the gazebo, she didn't tell me that Dixie was there, so...
Opal, she likes stirring things up.
Well, I'm sorry. You know, I obviously intruded on a private conversation, and I'm really sorry if I caused problems, you know, for either of you.
What did Dixie say after I left?
Well, unfortunately, Dixie thinks that I have designs on Tad's memory or something. I mean, she was annoyed that you and I talked about Tad at lunch the other day.
I thought we'd settled that.
Listen, Craig, you may not know this. I have a great deal of respect for Dixie. I mean, she's an admirable human being, and when Tad died, she was heartbroken, and I would never want to do anything to add to that pain.
I understand your position. I mean, I feel exactly the same way. Dixie just... I don't know what it is. She's got an unhealthy obsession with anything regarding Tad. I'm trying to push her to get past that.
Push?
Encourage, maybe.
Oh, well, good luck. Yeah.
Well, frankly, my job would be a lot easier if Opal would stop talking like he's still alive. I mean, Dixie has accepted consciously that he's dead, but Opal has this miraculous survival theory, and subconsciously it's got to make Dixie think. Maybe I'm being too analytical.
Do you have a plan?
No, not a plan specifically. A commitment to help Dixie get on with her life.
Well, some people say that the best way for a woman to get on with her life in these circumstances is to find another man.
Do you think she's ready for that?
I don't know. Are you?
Me? Dixie and me?
You haven't considered that?
Well, it just hasn't seemed appropriate, you know? Tad and...
I think she might find it appropriate.
Are you quoting a reliable source?
No, I'm not quoting anybody. I'm just an observer.
Well, she hasn't said anything to me.
Well, feelings are not always communicated in words. I think what Dixie needs is someone who is strong and who understands her.
Well, don't we all?
Anyway, listen, Fred, I appreciate you bringing the specs over.
Sure, absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.